Hello, my name is Robin Gilstrom. I've been modeling N Scale for over 30 years. I like modeling unusual things that you don't see every day. Particularly, I love traction and scenery and the things that go along with it. So today I'm going to show you this model you see in front of you. There's three parts to it. The Steeple cab, Pacific Electric boxcar in maintenance away paint scheme and stuff, and a caboose that they had. I acquired these items, or the parts to make these items, at the N Scale Convention in Reno this last June. There was a dealer there named Travis Rowe, and he runs TR's Trains on Facebook, and he was selling these things. But what you basically have is a 3D printed steeple cab engine. You have a conversion kit to convert this Kato mechanism to power the boxcar, because the steeple cab is too small to put a motor system in it. So the boxcar has the power in it. And then you have a caboose like PE had, which is a standard Southern Pacific caboose, but they removed the cupolas off the roof because it's too high or too close to the overhead wire, and you sure wouldn't want the conductor to get electrocuted. So now let's start talking about the steeple cab. Of course, like I said earlier, it's a 3D printed shell. The trolley pole is by Miniatures by Eric, and the trucks don't come with the kit, but those are standard microtrain arch bar trucks that I put metal wheels in. The reason why I used arch bar trucks is because they look like the prototype. And by the way, the prototype does still exist. It's down in Travel Town down in Southern California. There are two sets of headlights. There's the front headlight, and there's a headlight up above you can sort of see right there, or you can see it from this side. The reason why there are two different types of headlights is when the engine is running out in the country or on non-crowded roads, they would use this front headlight, which is brighter. And then when they're going down through the middle of a street, they would use this upper headlight. That way they don't blind drivers in any cars that are coming. You notice I put a little engineer inside, sitting inside there, and this headlight does work. It's a surface mount LED. The steeple cab is permanently drawbarred between the boxcar and that way allowed me to run the wires from the headlight through the body, and then it looks like a set of hoses between the boxcar and the steeple cab so that we can have powered headlight. Now, let's talk about the boxcar itself. The boxcar uses a Kato drive mechanism, which you see here, that has been modified with a 3D printed frame to extend its length to meet the spacing between the trucks. The other thing I did to it is the Kato mechanism has Japanese type trucks on it, and I wanted to be a little more American. So I filed down the trucks and then took an old truck from some old boxcar I had, cut those off, filed those down, and glued them onto the side frames of the mechanism so that it looks a little more prototypical. The boxcar is from Microtrains and is a standard Microtrains outside braced 40-foot boxcar. I chose the outside braced boxcar because PE had a number of them they acquired from Southern Pacific that were used in maintenance away service, and I have assigned a maintenance away number to it. Inside the boxcar is that Kato mechanism I showed you, along with a decoder. I happen to use the ESU Lock Pilot 5 micro decoder because it was small enough, along with a small keep alive circuit to make sure this thing can run on track and you don't have any issues. Now let's talk about the caboose. The caboose is a standard Microtrains cupola woodside braced caboose. The difference between it and what you would get from Microtrains is the cupola has been removed. The reason for that is Pacific Electric discovered that the cupola was sticking up too close to the overhead wire, and you wouldn't want the conductor to become a conductor. So the roof walk and cupola patch, for lack of a better term, is part of a 3D printed piece that also comes from TR Trains. There are prototype pictures of this type of caboose in various books on Pacific Electric. I hope you enjoyed the presentation we've done here of this project that I've done. I've enjoyed doing it. It was a lot of fun. Some parts were really easy. Some parts were a little bit difficult. But overall, I would say the work to do this is probably on the medium range of skill sets you need. The biggest problems I had was figuring out how to put the LED in the light in the front of it and how to route the wires to get it to the boxcar. In the boxcar, of course, is the decoder, and I had a little help with that. My good friend John Wiley helped me install that, and it's turned out quite well. The instructions are pretty complete. There's a few questions I had, but due to past experiences, I was able to figure out the little things I didn't quite understand. This has been a really fun project. If you want to tackle this on yourself, search on Facebook for TR Trains. His name is Travis Rowe, and he can help you acquire whatever you need. I hope you've enjoyed this program and it inspires you to take on projects of your own. So thanks for watching. Have a good day. Okay, say that again. What was it? I hope you... Oh, these are outtakes.
Oh, they're going to make it too on the end.